you might want to consult with your
No
deputy.
problem.
So if you want to do that, you can do it right now, and you just turn off your mic and he can come and speak to you. Are you ready, Mrs. Gomez?
Yes, Council.
Okay. And what is your answer?
Council, I can't conclude that it's from the office. There is no letterhead. There is nothing to indicate that it's from the office.
Ms. Gomez, of course there will not be a letterhead on it. You're looking at the legal notices. That's a gazette document, a gazetted document. Of course your letterhead is not going to, your department's letterhead is not going to be on it. You stated earlier that you were aware that the Attorney General had planned to institute a suit at the High Court, and eventually, when he instituted a suit, you became aware, and when he obtained the custodial and freezing orders as well, you were aware. Kindly tell this committee how you became aware of all these processes.
By then, I was a state counsel attached at the Department of Civil Litigation and International Law. I was a counsel at the office. Although by then I was a state counsel, even though in the interim I was away for a couple of months on maternity leave, but I was at the ministry at the time.
So that is how you became aware. Did you ever, prior to this date, today, did you ever see a copy of MOJ 5A?
MOJ 5A?
Yes. That's the first document you looked at. Not that one you're looking at. Secretariat, kindly, maybe just leave the document with the witness. MOJ 5A is an order of the High Court. You've taken I had given you a minute to take a look at it. And you did.
Yeah.
Have you seen this document before?
Not long ago, but then when the ministry was summoned to produce some documents, I was part of those that were in the team working on gathering those documents.
Someone to produce which document?
Ministry of Justice.
Okay.
Was someone to produce some documents, not so.
By this committee?
By this committee.
Okay. And you were part of the people that compiled this document?
Yes.
Is that the first time you came across that order?
Well, I can't remember.
So you can't remember whether you've seen this document prior to the committee summoning documents from Attorney General's chambers? Even though you worked at the Department of Civil Litigation?
Yes, I was there, but then not everyone was involved at the time.
Okay.
I had my seniors there at the time.
And they were the ones involved. So we can say that you've seen this document. Are you saying that the first time you saw this document was when you were helping the Attorney General compile documents to submit to this committee?
Some of them, that was the first time I saw them. Because normally, most of these documents are, you can only access them at records. Except maybe if you are assigned to do any work related to Jana Commission, and then maybe. But if not, no.
Very well. So, Ms. Gomez, as the custodian of Mrs. Gomez.
Anyway, I'm Mrs. Correa.
So it's Mrs. Correa.
No,
but
you can say Miss.
Yes, but you know, when you asked, I asked for your name, you said my name is Maria Teresa Gomez.
Yes.
Yes, but I'm calling
name.
Yes. So, but that is the name you stated on record, so I will keep calling you Mrs.
Because that's the name on most of my official documents.
So your name is Miss Gomez, not Mrs. Is it?
Mrs.
Okay, I can see you love your husband very much.
Yes,
that's fine. I'll call you Mrs. So, but I can't say Mrs. Correa because you no problem. Your name on the record. Good. So, Mrs. Gomez, are you telling this committee that you don't know or cannot remember the first time you saw emoji 5A?
Council, I can't remember much because I had no prior dealings with the
Ghana
Commission.
You can't remember, it's fine. We will move on. Even though I am surprised that the custodian of records at the registry, at the company's registry, cannot remember whether she saw this.
Well, when did I join the registry?
Sorry. So, Ms. Gomez, now that you've taken a look at the order, Mrs. Gomez, sorry.
Okay.
Now that you've taken a look.
Council, why not then just call a witness? That's simple.
Perhaps, no problem. No, I'll appreciate Ms. Gomez, no problem. Okay. I'll just leave him.
Sorry. Mrs. Gomez, so you can see from the order, I believe you've taken a look, apart from the annexure, you've seen what the judge had ordered at the time, right? The paragraphs. So if you take a look at paragraph 4, if I'm not wrong, let me just confirm. Sorry, not paragraph 4. Take a look at paragraph 8. Paragraph 8 and paragraph 9. I'll just give you a minute and you can read it, then we can continue. Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. So from paragraphs 8 and 9, you can see that the High Court appointed Augustus Prom to be the receiver for these 14 companies. You can see that, right?
Yes.
Very well. So, Mrs. Gomez, After Mr. Prom's appointment by the High Court on the 22nd of May 2017, did your office have any communications or interactions with the receiver with regards to these 14 companies?
Which office? The ministry or the department, you mean?
The company's registry.
Well, I think I've submitted some additional documents where I was able to retrieve some of the communications from Mr. Augustus Prom, which I have submitted to your office.
Mrs. Gomez?
Yes.
Did your office have any communications with Augustus Prom?
Of course. I think I came across those communications not long ago.
Not long ago?
Yes.
When you say not long ago, how long ago do you mean?
That was after my interview with the panel of investigators, with the team. I went in, I did a thorough search in some of the cabins, and that's where I was able to dig out some of those documents.
All right, so are you telling this committee that only the documents that you provided on Friday are the only documents that, in the folder you've marked Augustus Prom, are these the only documents that the registry received from Augustus Prom?
Well, those are the only documents I came across in the filing cabinet.
You know, I like the fact that you said after you started looking, after you met the investigators.
Yes, because I was advised to go and
you were supposed to submit documents to the clerk before you met the investigators, weren't you?
Yes, because actually the first documents I presented were all extracted from the database. So after the interview, so they advised that I should go and do a thorough search, maybe in the incoming folders and the outgoing. That's where I did the search, and then thereafter I looked into the filing cabinets. That's where I came across those additional documents.
So if the investigators did not tell you to go and do a thorough search, you wouldn't have done a thorough search?
Actually, because when filings are done, especially for, besides sole proprietorship, those are the only documents that are not scanned and uploaded. But every other filing relating to a company and associations are expected to be scanned and uploaded in the system.
Mrs. Gomez, the summons you received, it did not just ask you for details of companies, did it?
Yes.
So why did you need to wait until the investigators emphasize